Hello students, this is lecture 6 on a basic concept of chemistry. Here we are going to learn about some important physical quantities. First I will mark over here volume. Okay. Now what is volume? If I say that there is one cuboid, okay, there is one cuboid. Let's say this is the length, this is breadth, and this is height, right? So volume of this will be is equal to, I can write volume of this could be written as length into breadth into height. Now, let's say what is the length of this? Let's say this is a 10 centimeter length, breadth is something 7 centimeter, and height is 3 centimeter. So here, volume will be 10 centimeter multiplied by 7 centimeter multiplied by 3 centimeter. Now, if you see over here, this will be 210 centimeter into centimeter into centimeter cube. So this will be the volume. Now, if the volume, if it was a cube, if it was cube means what? All the lengths are equal. Length, breadth, and height are equal. So in general way, what I can say is that if I want to generalize the formula, volume is equal to length, okay, unit of length, the whole cube. Now, what is the SI unit of a length? SI unit of the length is meter. So meter cube is the SI unit of volume. But in chemistry, what happens is that we use a smaller volumes like one like ml is used or a decimeter cube is used. Okay, so this type of units are used. Now, how these are related to the length, unit of length? So that is what we are going to learn over here. So basically, volume is a derived unit from the base units of the length. For example, if there is a cube whose length, breadth, and height, all edges are 1 centimeter each. Let's say this is also 1 centimeter, this is 1 centimeter, and this is also 1 centimeter. So what would be its volume? So volume of this cube, volume of let's say this is A, volume of cube A will be 1 centimeter multiplied by 1 centimeter multiplied by 1 centimeter. So 1 into 1 into 1, and that is equal to 1 centimeter cube. Now, how this 1 centimeter cube is related to the ml? Remember, 1 centimeter cube is equal to 1 ml. If there is 1 ml of water, then the volume will be 1 centimeter cube. Saying 1 centimeter cube or a cubic centimeter is one and same, which is equal to 1 ml. This is very important relation between a unit of length and a volume. Like here, I have expressed a volume in terms of a units of length, that is centimeter cube, and here it is ml. Let us understand when uh, how decimeter cube is related to the volume. So relation between decimeter cube and ml or liter. So let's say there is one cube. Let's say there is one cube of dimension. Let's say it is 10 centimeter, 10 centimeter. This is also 10 centimeter, and height is also 10 centimeter. So volume of this cube will be written as 10 centimeter multiplied by 10 centimeter multiplied by 10 centimeter. Now what is this? 10 multiplied by 10 into 10, right? It is 1000 centimeter cube. Now 1000 centimeter cube, 1 centimeter cube will be is equal to 1 ml. So 1000 centimeter cube is equal to 1000 ml, right? So here the volume will be, I can also write this is equal to 1 liter. It's very simple. How did I write this 1 liter? See, this 1000 could be written as 10 raised to 3, and milli could be written as 10 raised to minus 3, and this liter remains. So what happens over here? 10 raised to 3 and minus 3 liter. So this is 10 raised to 0. Anything raised to 0 is 1 and liter. So 1000 ml in this case, what I can understand is that 1000 ml is equal to 1 liter. Right. Let us come to the decimeter cube. Okay, I'll take the same relationship over here, volume, and let us understand what is the meaning of decimeter cube and how many liter or ml it is. So here I will write. So same thing I'm taking. It volume was 10 centimeter into 10 centimeter into 10 centimeter. So what is 10 centimeter? 10 centimeter is equal to 1 decimeter. So here I will write, instead of 10 centimeter, I am writing decimeter, and this is again 1 decimeter, and this is also 1 decimeter. So this will be is equal to 1 decimeter cube. 1 into 1 into 1 is 1, and decimeter into decimeter cube. So what is our final conclusion from this, right? So this was 10 centimeter. I started with this and I ended up with a 1 liter in one case, and other case I started with the same thing. I ended it with a 1 decimeter cube. So what is our conclusion over here is that a 1 decimeter cube is equal to 1 liter. This is one thing I can say, or 1 decimeter cube is equal to also 1000 ml. So this is the important relationship between a decimeter cube and liter and the ml. Next quantity what I'll be discussing is density. So what is density? Density is given by simple formula. Density is equal to mass upon volume. Again, if you notice this, then density is also a derived units. Derived units, right? How it is derived? It is derived from the unit of mass, and volume is derived from the units of length, right? So I will write it is derived from the unit of mass and length. Okay, because volume is directly related to the length. So here density D, which is, now what would be the units of mass? If I am taking a unit of mass to be kg and volume to be meter cube, then density will be kilograms per meter cube, right? This is one unit of expressing a density. Now what about if I am expressing same density, let's say mass is grams and volume is centimeter cube. I can express this as grams per centimeter cube, or also I can say that this density D over here also I'll put this. So this density D is equal to grams per ml. So these are the units of the density depending upon the amount or the quantity of the substance, or depending upon not on the quantity, because density is something which is not dependent on quantity. It is the something which is dependent on the quality of the substance. So depending upon the what type of substance, these two units will be used. Let us solve one example based on this concept of the density. Here is the question. The question asked is, a liquid has a volume of 49 centimeter cube and mass of 57.642 grams. Find out the density. Now it's very simple. Density is equal to mass upon volume. So density D will be is equal to, let's say I'm considering this mass in grams only. Let's say this is 57 point, I'm not doing any conversion. 57.642 divided by volume is 49. Unit here is gram and here unit is centimeter cube. And if you do these calculations, then what I will get is 57.642 divided by 49. The answer will come to this will be, density will be 1.176 grams per centimeter cube. Now let us say I'm converting this volume to, let's say, meter cube or a liter. Okay, here it is grams per centimeter cube. I can still write 1.176 grams per ml. I can write this way. Let's say I'm converting this volume to a liter. What is the volume given? Volume given over here is 49.0 centimeter cube, which is equal to 49.0 ml, which is equal to 49 into milli is 10 raised to minus 3 liter. So I can write here milli to be 10 raised to minus 3. Um, Either you can write it into the up to the decimal places, or you can keep this as it is, 49 into 10 raised to minus 3 liter. Okay, or you can write this way also, 0.0491, no, 3. So 0.049 liter, this is what I can write. And mass is given in grams. So mass is given in grams, that is 57.642 gram. Now how this could be converted to kg? Like while converting kilogram to gram, we take the help of a prefix of kilo, that is 10 raised to 3. While converting gram to kilogram, I will multiply this by 10 raised to minus 3. Okay, that is the converting factor. When you are doing reverse from gram to kilogram, multiply 10 raised to minus 3 kilogram, because this minus 3 and this kilo is 10 raised to 3. Anyway, it will neutralize, right? So that is how you have to think and get the answer. So mass is 0.057642 kg. So density over here will be is equal to, I'll solve this on the next page. So density in kilograms per liter will be is equal to, mass is what, 0.057642 divided by volume. I'm getting equal to 0.049 liter, right? So 0.049 liter, and units you can see over here in liter, and this is kg. So density in other units will be is equal to, you can write 0.057642 divided by 0.049. So this will be is equal to 1.17 kilograms per liter. This would be the answer. Here also I'm getting the same, but only thing this could be expressed in this way. Since the multiplying factor was 10 raised to minus 3 in both the cases, that's why you are getting this value, numerical value for this to be same. Otherwise, it would have been different. So I'll end this class over here. See you in the next lecture. Thank you.